Hello guys, I'm going to discuss about the threats to biodiversity. So don't you know that biodiversity boosts ecosystem productivity where each species, no matter how small or big is, we're all and have important role to play on this earth. So it specifically supply oxygen, clean air, water, pollination of plants, pest control, wastewater treatment, and many ecosystem services. However, due to a sudden change of our ecosystem and unjustly human activities, it develops threats to biodiversity as a whole, which really devastated different species and humans who lives in this world. So, according to the article that I've read entitled Environment and Society in a Changing World, Threats to Biodiversity, there are many threats to biodiversity today. So, the biggest ones can be remembered by using the acronym of HIPPO, HIPPO, which means habitat loss, invasive species, pollution, human population, and overharvesting. So we'll first talk about the habitat loss. So it is also termed as habitat destruction and habitat reduction. It is a process by which a natural habitat becomes incapable of supporting its native species. So the organisms that previously inhabited the site are displaced or dead since cutting of all trees are removed from the land, which completely destroys the forest, such as activities of deforestation. So thereby reducing biodiversity and species abundance. So that's the H for the habitat loss. So let's go to the I, which is the invasive species. So when an animal, plant, or microbe moves into a new area, it can affect the resident species in several different ways. So new species can parasitize or predate upon residents, hybridize with them, compete with them for food, bring unfamiliar diseases, modify habitats, or disrupt important interactions. Let's proceed to the first P of the HIPPO, which is the pollution. So all forms of pollution pose a serious threat to biodiversity. So water pollution depletes aquatic ecosystem, while when two common air pollutants such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide combined with water in the atmosphere, it forms a weak acid. So the effects of acid rain on biodiversity are clearest to see in rivers, lakes, and aquatic or other aquatic habitats. So the next P is the human population. So the surging human population means that more arable land is needed for crop production and livestock grazing and for wood for fuel, construction, and energy. This in turn leads to virgin lands, rich in biodiversity being violated. So, humans affect biodiversity by their population, numbers, use of land, and their lifestyle, causing damage to habitats for species. So, human population has resulted in the increase of human need for Earth's natural resources, which can harm biodiversity. So, the last one for HIPPO is the O, which is the overharvesting. It is also called overexploitation. It refers to harvesting a renewable resource or resources to the point of diminishing returns. So overharvesting decreases the fertility of soil to a huge extent and makes the soil unfit for future agriculture. It also causes the death of the microorganisms present in the soil, thus contributing to loss of biodiversity of microorganisms. Harvesting in a piece of land for a long time makes the soil unfit for the local plants and weeds to grow, and also for growing any other type of crop on the particular land. So overharvesting depletes natural resources that animals need for survival. In the forest, if trees are over-harvested, animals will no longer have cover or places to live. Some animals also get food from the trees. Species diversity is harmed by over-harvesting as well. If a certain species of fish in a pond is over-harvested, then the birds and other animals that eat the fish will suffer. If the animals that eat the fish cannot find another food source, then the population of that animal will decrease. That's the article all about the threats to biodiversity. I hope you learned something, and as I learned also. Then I hope you still remember the HIPPO, which is the HIPPO stands for Habitat Loss, Invasive Species, Pollution, Human Population, and Overharvesting. So I hope you like this video. So give this a like, share, subscribe, and turn your post notification for shout out. See you guys.